Hey guys, it's Gaz. Welcome to Warframe Video. So today we have a very special video for you. We have the Opticor Vandal, and I'm going to show you some really cool stuff with this thing. I hope you like one-shots on really high-level enemies, because that's what this thing does. Let's quickly compare the Opticor Vandal to the normal Opticor. So the stats on the left are the Opticor Vandal, stats on the right are the Opticor. We have more crit chance, much faster fire rate. That's the big thing about this weapon, guys, is the fire rate is extremely fast compared to the normal Opticor, with a better crit multiplier, better magazine, better everything besides base damage. So base damage is where we are going to be losing out on some damage per shot here, but the fact that we can fire like almost 4 shots in the amount of time it would take the normal Opticor to fire 1 is really going to make this thing just completely destroy the normal Opticor in day-to-day mission play. I'm still not going to delete my old Opticor because, for one, I have 6 formas on it, but additionally, maybe there's going to be a certain situation where having that higher damage per shot might be useful. But I can safely say that the Opticor Vandal is my new favorite weapon in the entire game. This thing is so much fun, guys. You just blast off shots so quickly. It's really good for dealing with groups of enemies. So this is how fast we're firing. This is no fire rate mods, by the way. This is just the base fire rate we're rocking. It is really fun. So a couple things about the Opticor is, so it has AoE on the shot, and if you connect a shot on a surface or an enemy, it will actually create a magnetic damage explosion in a 5-meter radius. So I guess that guy's 5 meters away. Didn't get it. See, that guy got the magnetic explosion there. It doesn't guarantee proc magnetic, but it does deal some magnetic damage in an area of effect. So yeah, this thing is really good. We just can blast through enemies. It has an 8 punch through. It also is guaranteed to stagger enemies. That's a new animation that I think they added yesterday. When you shoot an enemy, they will get staggered. I think it depends on the amount of damage you do, so a weapon like this is going to guarantee stagger enemies very well. Let's quickly look at the builds we're using. We actually have some really god-tier rivens here. Well, a god-tier riven. So this is the riven I own. Multi-shot and damage. It's usable, definitely not anything too crazy. But we have this riven that I am being lent by a friend. So we got almost as good as it gets. So if we replace that damage with multi-shot, it literally would be the best it possibly could be, guys. So yeah, this is really good. I think the guy who owns this is going to be selling this for a lot of platinum with how amazing this weapon is. So yeah, congrats to him. I'm probably going to be inspired to roll my riven to get something crazy like this, because honestly, like this thing is so good with this riven. I can't even believe it. We can one-shot level 160 heavy gunners, okay? That is actually crazy. Here's the no riven build. This actually works just fine, guys. You can one-shot level 50s pretty easily with this build. I actually don't use heavy caliber very often on weapons, but on this weapon I would suggest it because it doesn't really seem to affect the beam very much. So if you wanted to go fully into crit, you'd have to throw a couple more formas on here, but since this has increased status chance compared to the normal Opticor, I opted to put some 60-60 bonds, and we put corrosive on here. You could also put viral if you were running a hunter munitions build. If you were to do that, you would replace heavy caliber with hunter munitions, and then replace high voltage with what is that one called? Rhyme rounds. And that would be pretty good too. Honestly, like, it's a really good hunter munitions weapon with how good the status and the crit is. So let's quickly show the no riven build on some level 50s. And it also can handle level 150s and level 100s, guys. So don't feel discouraged if you don't have a riven for this thing. It is still an amazing weapon, and I highly, highly recommend it. Even though you need to grind this terrible event, and trust me, it is a really bad event. A lot of people on my clan ended up grinding it out last night. And this morning, and man, like, no one was happy about how the event was going. So, yeah, we definitely feel your pain, and you are not alone. Try to maybe get a podcast on in the background that you like, or get in Discord with some clanmates if you can do that. All right, so like the level 50 test for the no riven build was no problem at all. Let's try it on this level 100. All right, so she didn't really take much damage there. Alright, now the second shot did a lot, and she's dead. That first shot was kind of underwhelming, to be honest. That stagger is pretty good. It makes it a little bit harder to hit headshots, like following up, but I like it more than the impact procs, that's for sure. When this thing procs slash, it is nasty, by the way. Alright, this is the no riven build, just a reminder. Yeah, this thing is really good, guys. Totally worth the grind. 100% worth the grind. I was like honestly like really bummed out while I was grinding this the event. I'm like, man, I really hope this Opticor Vandal is like worth it in the end. Because like really like this is a super boring event. You just do a mobile defense like 15 times. Also, the event was bugging out for us a bunch. So yeah, I'm gonna show the God Riven now on those level 100s. This is a viral hunter munitions build in this one though. Just saying, it's not corrosive. Because I wanted to show the full crit setup. Alright, so did similar damage honestly there. There's the hunter munitions proc on a level 100. She's probably dead, and it didn't even proc viral on her. So yeah, guys, this is actually crazy. She's just gone. We're gonna one-shot her? Yep, we're gonna one-shot her. I think that killed 2 guys? No, it killed 1. Okay. Very nice. Very nice stuff right here. That guy's gone. This is definitely my new favorite weapon. I might just spend a ton of platinum on a new riven for this thing, to be honest. Because I am loving this thing. Let's bump it up to level 160. I was able to one-shot level 160 enemies with this thing, guys. Also, we are using no corrosive projection currently, so keep that in mind. This is like completely raw damage. We have enemy radar equipped right now. If we get lucky, we can one-shot these guys. And she's gone. Let's see if we get lucky in this this recording. Actually, she got killed in 2 shots. You're not getting super lucky here. That guy's dead. I didn't even proc viral on that guy. So yeah. Like, definitely get this weapon, guys. Keep in mind, we're fighting level 160s right now, and you're not going to see a level 160 unless you're like an hour plus into a survival. See, we one-shot that level 160 gunner right there. So definitely, probably one of the best weapons in the game, in my opinion, as far as normal missions are concerned. So like, yeah, we're losing a bunch of damage compared to the normal Opticor, but honestly, like, the fact that you can fire this thing so much faster really, really makes a difference, because you don't need to run a fire rate mod. Let me just show you my old Opticor build for comparison. It's not a very good build, keep in mind, because I was bored and I put an extra forma on for Prime Cryo, but on this old one, I had Prime Shred to increase the fire rate, okay? So, that's a free slot right there that I can be putting different mods in. So, yeah, I definitely think this is just all around better, unless you are going in the most particular situation possible where you want more damage per shot. So yeah, let's quickly take this into a mission. I'm going to use the God Riven just because I want to use it because I'm being lent it right now, and I'm probably going to just give it back right after this video is done recording. But yeah, I just want to show you in a Kuva Flood how ridiculous this thing is, because it really is ridiculous, guys. If you were wondering where to get the Opticor Vandal from, it comes from the event that's currently live on PC, the Thermite Fractures event. I have a video up on how to complete it. And it's super boring, but you know, you do get a good reward at the end, so it all works out. Alright, where's the Kuva Flood? Exterminate. That should be pretty good. So yeah, thanks for checking out the videos as always, guys. More videos coming out in the next couple days. I did buy Hildren with Platinum early this morning, and I am going to start building her out. I need to like get a full build on her. Also, my mouse is bugged out right now. It's not letting me use my melee.
What is that thing?
Okay. So we're using corrosive right now.
The machines are coming to life.
This is actually, I think this might be my riven build. I'm not sure if this is the God one, because the God one is modded for viral. Like either way, it could be the no riven build for all I know, because like they perform very well at around this level. That guy's just gone, dude. Nice. So yeah, definitely grind for this weapon if you haven't. Like, we have 2 weeks to complete this, so honestly, guys, if you do like 1 or 2 runs of the event per day, you won't have to like grind your butt off all night to get this thing, like my clan did. I definitely would not recommend doing that, because you're gonna get kind of salty. We're not gonna lie. I would recommend just doing 1 or 2 runs of the event per day, and you will have your Opticor Vandal at the end, and then you can just destroy everything like I am right now.
Never should have put my food in charge
That guy's
of
gone.
this important.
Guy's Mega gone. So are you. Oh, we got the cat buff too. Awesome. Just need to make sure I don't die here. Nice. I'm actually gonna check which build I'm using after this mission, because this might be the no riven build, honestly.
No!
No corrosive projection, just like blasting these armored Grineer like they're nothing. And this is like a pretty low Forma investment build, honestly. I think it's like 3 or 4 Forma, and you can fit a full build on with 3 Forma easily. It comes with 1 V polarity to start. I'd suggest putting 2 or 3 Vs on, just to fit your full build on, with no riven. And we got the double Kuva.
My
Easy.
siphon!
Oh, my booster ran
Kuva!
out.
You're
Feels
messing
bad, man.
with all my plans. I don't like it.
Alright, so we got
Not one
100
bit.
more Grineers to kill. This should be fun.
Good work, Tenno. We need to do everything we can to stop the queens from gathering any more Kuva.
So yeah, we did end up finding out that the event for this Opticor Vandal was not any more in-depth than we thought it was. It's just the same mobile defense mission as many times as you need to do it to complete the event. We still don't know what the diluted coolant is for, though. So if you guys know what the diluted coolant is used for, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will pin your comment. But still have not figured out what that's for. And as far as the secondary event with scanning things, that's just like you go out and scan stuff. And as soon as enough of the people in the community scan those items, we're going to unlock an area that apparently people have glitched into it already. So that's good for them. I've actually seen what's in that glitched area, but I will not be discussing that in this video, because of course spoilers. Hey, don't stop those alarms. Let me see if this fully charges my Nova too while we're at it. Eh, almost. See, I'm excited to level up Hildren later today. I've been seeing a lot of good stuff with her. I am going to need to get a double Aegis set, though. I only have a single Aegis set, and I do want to try out both Aegis and Barrier to see which one is better. I think it's going to be like a toss-up, honestly. Like, they're going to be better in certain situations. But she does have shield gating as a passive, which is pretty nice. Which I think might make Barrier pretty ridiculous. Then again, I mean, I think Aegis and Barrier are both going to be very good on her. I'm thinking I'm going to use about 2 to 3 slots for increased shield capacity, and then power strength, and I'm not sure if range is very good on her, but we'll be testing that out later. Alright, it's taking a bit. So like this comparison, let's use a static core for a bit just to see how the damage compares. Keeping in mind I have a static core riven as well. Alright, so pretty similar damage to the static core. Actually, not really. The Opticor has much better damage than the static core for this. Like, we were killing these guys in one shot, no problem with the Opticor. Static core those were charged shots with it, and it was taking a bit. Oh no, not the waypoint bugging out again. At least we found the siphon immediately here.
Moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
That was not a headshot. Oh. I don't want to go back. It's telling me to go hunt like one enemy down. Honestly, the waypoint system in this game needs to be fixed. It's been like this for a bit. I find it very annoying. Also, some melee effects were updated yesterday. So like that's me pushing the melee button once. I switched to my Nikana stance. It's actually really nice because I really like the Nikana stance using Blind Justice. Has some mobility built into the combos. Really works out nicely. Okay, you didn't have any slash procs in you, that's interesting. So you see the magnetic procs going down. Obviously does nothing to these Grineer. If you were to use like a gas build against the Corpus, I mean you probably wouldn't even need the magnetic procs anyway, to be honest, but you know, like they'd be there. The magnetic explosion from this weapon, it really doesn't come into play very often. It can be nice for condition overload, I guess. But if you're using the Opticor, you should just be one-shotting the enemy anyway, and not even worrying about your melee weapon, in my opinion. Get a nice Magus lockdown in here so we can get some easy headshots on these guys, because they can't move. Shot that guy in the back. Very nice. So that comparatively, my melee weapon is like taking a ton of hits to kill these guys. And like the fact that this is just so much better for hordes, like really just catapults it above the normal Opticor in my opinion. Like if I was using the normal Opticor right now, I would have already switched off of it because I wouldn't be able to just deal with how many enemies there are in this mission. It's like 10 times better for hordes, honestly. And the fact that it has increased status chance and like fire rate makes it scale slightly better too. Because obviously, like, I'm doing this with no corrosive projection right now. If you were in a squad of 4 corrosive projections and you're running this thing with viral, it's gonna take a while for those enemies to not get one shot, honestly. So it's really like, it's actually even better than it looks right now, surprisingly enough. These are fully armored enemies. I'm just like, I think I have like my riven on here, which is like okay, but definitely not as good as the god riven. Okay, I think I didn't even have M prime on him. Let's see. So this is going to be really good in Kuva survival too, because it can deal with hallways very well. So if you're like in Kuva survival, this is going to be a really fun weapon to bring there, guys. I know I'm going to be doing that later today, because I'm going to roll my Opticor riven. And yeah, I think that's going to be a good time. If I can get stats like the one that my buddy lent to me, like, oh man, I'm going to be so happy. Because I'm gonna be using this weapon so much. This is probably one of my new favorite weapons, honestly. Oh, it should be fun. Let's blow all these guys up. Nice. Man, Nova's the best. Okay. Almost done here. Got about 10 more enemies to kill. Yeah, if we were running corrosive projection right now, it probably would have one-shot her, honestly. And that wasn't even like a headshot. Very nice. 5 more.
The enemy is
See, I'm not even going for headshots really. It's just like wrecking these guys. Yeah, I wanted to put it in like the worst situation it could possibly be in. Armored Grenier with no corrosive projection, just to show how big of a beast this thing is. Wow, I mega overshot that. Yikes, dude. How about we just portal that instead? Alright, so I hope you guys found this video helpful, as always. Yeah, we took about 9 minutes there. We had to backtrack a little bit. We also were using the Opticor against 123 Greniers, so you could definitely do that faster if you were playing like a DPS, but we were playing Nova. Yeah, so I definitely can recommend to you guys to grind this event out, but like I said, do it over the course of the next 2 weeks. Don't do it all in one night like we did. Let's quickly check what build we had there. If it was the no riven build, that's honestly impressive. Okay, that was with my riven, which is not the best. Okay, so that's the build I'm going to suggest with no riven. That's the god riven. If you can get a hold of him to buy this, like, congratulations, because he's probably going to want a lot. So yeah, you guys have a nice night. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you possibly later today, probably tomorrow, with a another video involving Warframe. So yeah, peace, guys.